Good morning. In this moment, I invite you to rise and soar, to wake up to the word and let the sun, S-O-N, shine. We're talking from the subject today, from flood to fruitfulness. From flood to fruitfulness. As God sent them on the ark, they had everything they needed to reproduce, but yet no reproduction took place. Everything they needed was right there. The animals were there. They had power to reproduce, but it just was not the time to reproduce. See, God can empower you with a thing, but until the time comes for your release, that thing is held within. But God said there's a point of release that I'm bringing you to now. And your point of exit will take you to your place of arrival. And that's when release comes. Because they had to endure the time on the ark. After the rain, the waters were still there on land. The land was still flooded. So there was still yet a process of time, but when the time came, God said, now the waters are rescinding. I'm sending you signs that is taking place. I'm sending you signs that dry ground is ahead, that the time is coming. He will send you signs to let you know that you're going to reach your place of arrival, your place of destination. And then that moment came where all the waters had rescinded, where the flood was now gone. And God said, now is your day of release. Now is your day to go and replenish the earth. See, that is something that I want you to catch right here. There's something special about what happens now. Not only are they going to reproduce, the time was held as far as them being on the ark. They were not in a place of reproducing. But now that they are released, they can reproduce freely. But not just reproduce, but to replenish. To replenish. That means to restore everything that was wiped away, that was cleansed away. You're going to restore it all. You're going to bring back an entire earth. You're going to populate an entire earth. You're going to replenish. So somebody needs to hear this. Because you've been thinking, why am I not producing? And while you might have had one seed to produce one fruit to come forth, God says now it's going to be like an avalanche. It's going to be like an overflow of reproduction. It's going to be an overflow. Now you're going to produce at a mass level of production. You're going to produce like you never produced before, enough to replenish everything that was stolen, everything that you thought you lost, everything you thought the enemy took from you, everything you thought you lost in the fire, everything you thought you lost in the trials, everything you thought you lost in the tribulations, everything that you thought the enemy stole from you, everything you thought that was withheld from you, from your job, from not getting that raise, from not getting that promotion, from not getting the finances, the financial breakthrough that you so prayed for. But God says now that release is coming and you shall receive the abundance like never before. A mass production is going to break forth now because there is a release now in the spirit and in the natural realm for you to be fruitful and to multiply and to replenish the earth. To replenish, to have all things that God purposed for you. Produce now, but not just produce, replenish your world. Thank you for listening. Join us again as we broadcast the word. Arise and soar. Wake up to the word. Let the sun shine.